Alright, hello everybody. This is going to be a video on how to get to your goals. This is like a life hack. This is like a way to do it. This is like there's some different shit that people don't do. So you might go out in life and you might have a specific goal. Like you might think to yourself, damn, I really want to do 20 push-ups. But I mean, do you really want to do 20 push-ups? Or do you have a more specific goal in mind? Where like you want to have more appealing arms, you know, maybe you want to be stronger. Maybe you want to hold up better in a fight. Maybe you want like this or that, whatever. Maybe you want a mixture of things. So you figure out what your goal really is and what that really means to you. And then you figure out all the different paths that you could get to your different determined goals. So like, since now you split up your goal into like 3 different things, you know, or 4 different things or whatever, you know, you split it up. Or you just have a better idea of what you wanted to get out of your original goal. Now you have a lot more different things that you're looking to get to. And there's a lot of different ways to get to each individual one. So now you're probably thinking of a lot more possibilities. So now you can sort of test out those possibilities or just think about them in your mind. And you could get a lot better set of things to do to get yourself to the point that you wanted to be at, without necessarily achieving your specific goal to begin with, the 20 push-ups or whatever. Okay, so here's some tools that you can incorporate into that to help you better get to what you're trying to get to. So like, let's say you understand that you came to the conclusion that that's not what you wanted to do was 20 push-ups. You wanted to get your arms to be more appealing. So now you can go online, you can go on ChatGPT, you go anywhere. You can do your research. You can find out, how do I make my arms look more appealing? What does that mean for me specifically? And what am I trying to even get from that, you know? Like, why am I trying to make them more appealing? You know, you just keep thinking in layers and layers and layers until eventually you realize what you actually want. And then you see all the different ways of getting there. And then you can determine which one is easiest for you or which one makes sense for you specifically. Like, for example, I had an idea for a stoplight design, okay? So my immediate thought was, well, you need to talk to a company. You need to try to license the product. You need to find people who are already manufacturing stoplights and then work out a licensing deal with them. Like, you need to do it in this very specific way. And then on top of that, I made it even more specific. I said, well, not only that, but I want to go with one of the bigger stoplight manufacturers as to get, you know, the best deal possible. So it's like, now you're talking about 6 specific companies. So now you could call those 6 specific companies, and I had decided this as well. I was like, I'm going to call these people by phone. So now I got 6 phone calls. If I never hear anything back from the 6 phone calls, I automate, you know, I change it all to a no in my head. I'm like, those 6 companies just said no to me. So, okay, they're not interested. And now you got nothing. You're just like, oh, well, there went the stoplight idea. When really, if you think about what you want, what I want is, I want to see if my stoplight is good enough to be on the road, and I want to see if it can put money in my pocket. So now I've changed my goal to that. In more specific terms, that's what I want. So now I'm thinking to myself, what are all the different options that I could choose to get there? There's stoplight manufacturers. There's talking to the government about it. There's the New York State Department of Labor and Transportation. And then as far as messaging them, I don't need to just do it on the phone. That's ridiculous. You know, I can message them on LinkedIn. I can message them over the phone. I can email them. I can call up their secretary and ask for their email. I could go to their website. I could do probably a larger variety of things that I can't think of currently. And maybe I will think of them over time, or, you know, other people or machines will think of them for me. And that'll give me more options to choose from. And then since I don't have the specific goal of licensing, I'm also open to selling it. I mean, now there's hundreds of different combinations of how this could work out. Opposed to what, I had 6 beforehand? So not only have I set a non-specific goal, not only have I determined to myself that I'm okay with licensing the patent, I'm okay with selling the patent, I'm okay with just giving it away for free, even just seeing what happens. Maybe I'll just like get them to sign an NDA, describe the idea to them. They'll decide that it's good enough to use, and I'll take them to court and get the money in a lawsuit. Or maybe I won't even get the money at all. You know, I'm trying to see if I can or not. You know, and I'm also trying to see if I can or not get it to the road. So now I have a lot more possibilities, and on top of that, having a lot more possibilities and having a lot more chances to succeed at something that I wanted, I've defined what I wanted. So now I know specifically what I want. Like maybe I could have, you know, went with those 6 specific options to begin with, and then even achieved one of them, and it would be less fulfilling than what I'm doing now because I didn't better understand what I truthfully wanted. What I'm saying is, if you're struggling with getting to your goal, then set yourself a non-specific way of getting to your goal. And maybe, just maybe, think about redefining what you want from your goal. And then, if you're having trouble liking achieving your goal, it's not what you really wanted, then that's when you should focus on setting a more non-specific goal. And then just maybe looking at a less specific way of getting there. But yeah, so definitely focus on it in those 2 ways, vice versa to each other, depending upon which one you're hating more. I've been putting up my hand in this video quite a lot, so that's the thing. Cool. Anyways, nice meeting y'all. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you want more of this. Setting my goal to sell my patent or to license it, I probably would not have gotten to you know, as happy of a point, because what I was trying to get out of it truthfully is finding out, you know, if the idea, synopsis, what I'm saying is, if you always get to your goals and you say, damn, you know, something like this, you say like, damn, I'm so depressed, like these goals, man, even though I got to these goals, I still don't feel fulfilled. Then change your goals and make them non-specific and figure out exactly what you want to achieve in more non-specific terms, you know, that specifically define what you want. If that makes sense. And then if you're constantly having trouble getting to your goals to begin with, then set much more non-specific ways of getting there. That's what you need to focus on. Circling back to the goal of the 20 push-ups, I realized that what I wanted truthfully was circling back to my goal of the 20 push-ups, what I realized that I actually wanted was I wanted to be able to do 20 push-ups because I don't know, people talk about how many push-ups they can do. That sounds, you know, it sounds like something you'd want to be able to do. I don't know. And also, I wanted my arms to maybe look different, like a little bit better. That'd be cool. But primarily what I wanted was just to feel more confident in myself, in my own physical strength and ability, you know? Not necessarily even to hold up better in a fight, but more so to just be able to walk past someone on the street and have them actually move out of the way for me when I move out of the way for them. Yep, and now that happens every time. Cause now I look like a normal person who could probably put up a, you know, good decent battle there. You know, so like, I don't know, it's just like in some people's like subconscious mind, like they'll treat you better if you like look in shape. So I wanted that, so now I have that. But, you know, even if I couldn't do the 20 push-ups, I could never fail at my goal by not being able to do the 20 push-ups, because I realized what my goals truly were. And now as a result of that, and as a result of going through that effort and realizing that one of my goals was to be able to do 20 push-ups, I can now do that. And also, I don't have the extra, like, I don't have the flab, you know? There's no flab on my arms. I'm good. I got what I wanted. Had to ask myself what I wanted. Had to ask myself all the different ways I could possibly get there. And all the different possible versions of what I want. And all the different possible versions of how to get to those different versions. Found something that worked for me, got here. you'll get here too. Wherever here is, you know. I still have many goals that are unachieved, and many goals that I have not formed yet. I mean, some goals are unachievable, and that's fine. Maybe if I would have sat down on a park bench a year and a half ago, I would have said to myself, damn, can't do 20 push-ups, I just failed at my goal. But yet, I hadn't even truthfully realized what my goal was yet. The point is, I could have sat down on a park bench a year and a half ago and decided to myself that my goal was doing 20 push-ups, and then been sad when I couldn't do them. Or been sad when I could do them, because it truthfully wasn't a goal that I had. To specifically do 20 push-ups right there at that park bench. But people set themselves up with these very specific goals all the time that they don't even really want to truly achieve in most cases. And then they're worse off having completed them or not. And also, even if you are sure that you want to complete your goal, it's having a very specific way to get there. It limits your chances quite a bit. They limit their possibilities quite a bit in this way because when they have a specific determined way to win at their goal, and a specific determined way to fail, and they start setting up specific determined ways to cheat at your goal. Then you start playing this game, you know, and people lose games all the time. But if you never structure it into a game, if you never say, well, this is a goal, there's specific ways of cheating at it, then you have a much better chance of completing your goal. Because, you see, if there's no way to cheat at your goal, then if I built myself bionic arms and I started doing the 20 push-ups completed, if I just decided that I had done 20 push-ups, I'm gonna lie to myself. I'm gonna say I did 20 push-ups. Why not? You know, what's the matter? I mean, this is a game that I made for myself. People constantly lose games that they make for themselves. That's ridiculous. Well, they don't call these games, they call them goals. And then they wonder why they never get to the end of the goal. And it's like, well, is it because you're playing a little fucking game you made for yourself? One last example. I'm probably going to put this one after the outro. This is here. I mean, this whole thing's, structured this way to make it over 10 minutes long. I'm going to be quite honest about that. Probably could have gotten away with 6.5. Is this. I had no legitimate goal that I wanted. I had no legitimate need of mine or want of mine that would lead me to need to do 20 push-ups. It's not like I was entering, a push-up competition and I needed to do exactly 20 to fucking not get shot in the head or something, you know? But in the moment, it could really seem like that. And here I am, just did 20 push-ups. Not to do 20 push-ups though, to improve my arm strength. If I did 18 or 32 or 6, that would still improve my arm strength a bit, you know? So it's not about doing 20 push-ups, it's about getting whatever your specific want, need, goal, good thing that you want is, you know? In a non-specific way, and actually thinking about what you want. I don't want 20 push-ups. Who the fuck wants 20 push-ups? Probably somebody. I realized that for me personally, it wasn't about the 20 push-ups. It wasn't even really about the arm strength or about making my arms look better, or about anything. It was about improving my self-confidence. That's really what the 20 push-ups were to me. They were like a thing, that stands in between me and being more confident. And having people treat me differently because I can do 20 push-ups. So, yeah. I mean, really not what I wanted was the 20 push-ups. What I wanted was this. I want to look down and just be like, yep. I'm not a fat guy anymore. I'm not someone who women look at and then they look away. I'm somebody women look at and then they make eye contact with if they're fatter than me. It's the truth. But hey, really what I want is something that I have not even determined yet. So regardless of if I do the 20 push-ups or not, I'm not going to gain or lose any happiness from that. Whereas before, if I had never thought about this and then just set my goal as 20 push-ups, then regardless if I had completed the goal,